right, I think I'm recording. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Kathleen Shattuck, and my business is called Elvenstarreiki. I am a Reiki master teacher. I am a shaman, and I am also obviously a psychic. And I work with the fairy races. That's where the Elven Star in my business gets its name. That is because I work with the Fae, and I also am a member of the Galactic Federation of Light. My higher self is an ancient being who has, let's just say, incarnated enough lifetimes to basically be ascending here now and helping others on the ascension path. I consider myself partially ascended, so I am kind of on hold right now as I believe the collective is rising, and I am pulling up as many as I can with me towards this higher vibration. And I came on here today to do a little bit of a lesson for you. I'm always on here doing, my energy readings, tuning into what's happening in our lives around the moon cycles. But today I thought I would do something a little bit different and explain to you the importance of working with crystals, the importance of spiritual hygiene, and how to clear out stagnant energy of your body and also out of your environment. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the tools that I use. You're here with me in my healing room right now. My massage table is just right behind where you can't see. This is the table that I do my tarot card readings at here at Laughing Gypsy. So anyway, first thing that I want to show you is going to be something very simple. You've probably all seen and heard of, and this is selenite, okay? Selenite, okay? Tomato. All right, this selenite wand is something that I use in my Reiki and in my my energy healing, and it is a tool that I use to smooth energy and also cut energy. This is very much like a kind of like a giant wand, in my opinion. And what I do with this, okay, is I brush this over with this sweeping motion over and down. Okay, you always start from the top and go down. This selenite now is washing and brushing away any negative energy, any cords, any attachments, anything that's tried to globber on to your energy field. This is taking it right off, okay? Selenite, make it your friend. You can also dissolve a little bit of selenite in water and use that as a kind of like a mist for your room. You can also just wave this kind of wand around a room and it will absorb the energy. Some people say that selenite never needs to be charged, and yes, I don't think that's true. I think that selenite always can use a good cleansing in some sunlight, but this crystal does indeed charge other crystals. But if you get a really heavy negative energy, yeah, it's going to need some clearing. And how I know if my wand needs to be cleansed, I feel its weight. If I pick it up and it feels like, whoa, you feel really heavy today, that's a sign. And that's a sign for all of your crystals, by the way. If you pick it up and it's like, whoa, it feels really heavy today, what's up with that? That's a sign that your crystal is overloaded and needs to be cleansed. Okay. All right, so that is one of the tools that I use to help with the energy, and that's for clearing. So another thing that we need to do with our energy is shield. Okay, and that's where Organite comes in. You see that? This is it's like a polyester resin, and it has quartz crystal chips. It's got crystal points in here and black tourmaline chips and copper wire. So Organite is actually a device, okay? If you want to study his research, the man that invented this, his name is Wilhelm Reich, and he is the inventor of Organite, and he's the one that termed the phrase orgone energy. He actually began studying the energy that is released when a human being has an orgasm or sexual climax, and he was really onto something there, because that is the same vital essence that we use in energy healing and Reiki. Anyway, he studied how to generate more of this substance he called orgone, I call chi or ki, and this device actually generates massive amounts of chi and orgone, and it actually helps shield you from electromagnetic frequencies like 5G. The idea is that the crystals in here get pressurized with the copper, and it activates it and makes it kind of like a chi battery. Okay, so it's constantly emanating this these like negative ions. Okay, very much like a Himalayan salt lamp. Okay, keeping some Organite and Himalayan salt lamps around is a great thing to do in your environment, especially the bedroom when you're sleeping. Okay, those are good things to do for your energetic field. Another thing we need to talk about is our darker crystals. Do not forget the power of the dark crystals to help you ground and shield and protect. Here's a great favorite of mine. This is a big chunk of raw black tourmaline. It has another mineral there with it. I like this stone because it kind of looks like a Gila monster. But this black tourmaline is great for absorbing negative energy, okay? Put that on your list, but be aware about black tourmaline, okay? Black tourmaline, when it has absorbed too much negativity, it can start kicking that back at you. There have been times that I have put on my black tourmaline, and then within like 20 minutes, I'm in the most foul mood of my life. I am pissy and like throwing tantrums, okay? I stop and I go, oh my God, I haven't cleansed my black tourmaline in about 2 weeks. Okay, so watch it with your black tourmaline. Make sure that you are cleansing and charging your black tourmaline once a week, minimum, okay? And next we have black obsidian. Black obsidian. Obsidian also is known as a black volcanic glass. This is a raw chunk and it's sharp. I have to be careful holding it, of black obsidian, volcanic glass. This is very powerful at removing negative energy, absorbing negative energy. This is a great stone for grounding and also connecting with the earth, but really, really super at psychic defense. So is the black tourmaline. Okay, then we have another one for you guys today. Here's another pyramid shape because I love pyramids. Pyramids and mermaid energy are very closely related. So, and I do work with the mermaids and we love our pyramids. This is a pyramid made out of shungite. See if I can get the camera to focus here. Okay, this is a polished piece of black shungite. This is a pyramid. Okay, and this one is really good for setting up like a like an EMF defense crystal grid. Okay, and I'll go into crystal grids in another episode here, but just trying to give you some ideas. Okay, here we have another example of a good grounding stone. This is just a black river rock. Okay, keep this kind of rock in your pocket. A black rock, that's really good for helping you ground and connect to the earth. And then another thing I would like to show you is hematite. Okay, I have a pair here. These are hematite magnets. Okay, hematite magnets. I don't know where you would find these. These were given to me. Okay, but these hematite magnets are something else. Okay, you can actually hold them in your hands and ground with them. Okay, just hold them in your hands and visualize roots coming out. Visualize yourself as a tree. Boom, you're instantly grounded. Hematite's also good for putting in your socks and sleeping with it. If you are, having trouble staying grounded, the hematite will literally help. And the magnetism with these guys will help pull you back in your body. And I often give these magnets to my clients when they are on the massage table that's behind you. And I do that because that helps them to stay in their body while I'm doing, their treatment on their chakras, or psychic surgery, cord cutting, whatever I'm doing on them. I need them to be here and present for. The hematite is definitely a winner for that. Okay, and here's one last example of shungite. Okay, and this is my great big rock. I call this rock titan. And it's, yeah, beautiful piece of shungite. That is a shungite Merkaba. And let's see, what else do I want to show you? Oh, definitely want to show you this stone. I think I showcased this not that long ago, but I do want to give it another little introduction here in this video. This is called Mystic Merlinite. It's also known as indigo gabbro. Indigo gabbro, spelled just like it sounds. And this is actually, from what I understand, it's a mix of volcanic glass and another mineral. Okay, interesting fact there. And indigo gabbro, this stone is very unique in the fact that it helps you ground, and it also helps you connect to spirit. When I first held this stone, I felt myself being grounded and rooted into the earth, yet I also felt my crown open up. So this is a really great way to use, some groundedness in doing your spiritual work. Okay, it's a good way to do psychic work while not going too, high into the ethers. As they say, there's a fine line between psychic and psychotic. Okay, so it's really, really important that we, yes, it's great to explore all of these spiritual realms, but, you have to get grounded. You've got to come back down to earth. It's very important that you come back into your body. The reason for that is if you are not properly aligned in your body, neither will your energy centers, also called your chakras. They will be malaligned. You will have disharmony start happening there. You can have body aches and pains, actually, if you're not in your body properly. You can feel really tired, or you can also feel really spun out and experience insomnia if you're not properly grounded. So hopefully I've explained what grounding is and why it's important. Also, being fully present in your body makes your aura bigger, the layers of your aura. If you're not in your body, it shrinks your aura back. So if you're fully here and present, your aura is at its strongest, and that gives it the ability to keep out, all of the nasties that are out there. Guys, there are, there's not only energy vampires coming from other people, but you've got, you have discarnate humans that are wandering around the astral realm, also known as the fourth dimension. And that's a place that, we're always accessing, whether we realize it or not. There's spiritual bugs, there's spiritual parasites, there's spiritual, flora and fauna out there that we attract through bad habits and bad practices when it comes to your spiritual hygiene. So having crystals to ground and protect is very, very vital, I'd say, nowadays, for anyone who is psychic, anybody that's an empath, that can feel energy. You definitely need to put some of these tools in your toolbox. Another thing I'd also like to talk about is salt. Okay, just regular salt. It doesn't have to be fancy salt. You can clear the energy in a room just by simply laying down some salt, letting it sit for 24 hours, and then vacuuming it up. That's great to use in spaces that you can't, like maybe burn something like a sage or Palo Santos. You would definitely want to use salt in the office or classroom, wherever you're at and spend a lot of time. Another thing you can do also is keep some salt blocks around. Sprinkle salt in the corners of the room is always a good thing too, to kind of, like consecrate you're claiming that space as your own when you're doing that. Like, this is my space, this is my sacred area, and all other spirits, that aren't my helper spirits need to back off. But yeah, those are a few things that I wanted to come on and teach you guys today. And I'd also like to know what you guys want to learn more about. I'm full of all of this information, so sometimes it just takes the right question, to ask me, what would you like to learn about when it comes to, energy clearing, when it comes to negative energy, negative spirits. How do we prevent these things? What can we do? I am your girl, so feel free to reach out to me. You can see at my YouTube page there that I have a link to my Facebook business page. You can contact me on there with questions, and you can also shoot me an email at elvenstarreiki@gmail.com if you have any questions. And I would also love some comments too, to see what you guys are interested in learning from me, Kathleen Shattuck, Reiki Master. So anyway, I hope you're doing good, and I look forward to more lessons. I'll be back as soon as I can. Take care until then. Bye-bye.